Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
Surprise!
Oh, no.
So while this has been a very quiet year for animated films, I will definitely have to admit that when it comes to the animated films that we have seen, they have definitely been some of the better movies that we have seen this year. And it makes me very proud to know that all of these great family-oriented films are turning out to be some of my favorites of 2018. So when my wife and I heard that Genndy Tartakovsky was coming back with Adam Sandler, David Spade, Kevin James, Fran Drescher, Keegan-Michael Key, and the rest of the Monster Squad for the third installment of Hotel Transylvania 3, Summer Vacation, well, my wife and I knew that we were going to be front row center for this brand new adventure with our favorite classic animated monsters. And I was really excited for this third installment because of the fact that the last one was one of those few films that actually surpassed the original. So I was wondering where we were going to go. Well, I'm not going to say that Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation surpassed the second film, but it definitely was an enjoyable and fun time at the theater. It was just so great to see all these characters back. It was like we just left them just the other day. Everyone from Dracula to Frankenstein to Mavis, played by Selena Gomez, and her husband Johnny, played by Andy Samberg, as well as her little son Dennis, who was back, and we even got Mel Brooks back to play Dracula's father. That was so wonderful. So this time around, Mavis believes that her father, Dracula, needs a vacation, and spending some quality time with her, his son-in-law, and grandkids. So what do? They decide to take a cruise. But little do they know that the person who is headlining the cruise happens to be a young woman named Erica with a last name of Van Helsing. So if you're a horror fan, you know exactly what that name means. We also have the original Van Helsing, and both of the Van Helsings are played by Kathryn Hahn and Jim Gaffigan, and we even have Chris Parnell, another Saturday Night Live cast member, coming to voice the fish that run the whole cruise. You just have to see the movie to understand what this means. I'm so happy that all of these people have come back. Even people like Steve Buscemi and Molly Shannon. I never would have imagined that everybody would come back. And that's what makes this movie so special. And the best part is, each of these films really seem to focus on a specific character. The first one focused on Mavis, the second one focused on Dracula's grandson Dennis, but finally, this movie revolves entirely around Dracula finding a new love. And throughout the entire film, we get excellent jokes that are typical Adam Sandler and Saturday Night Live cast members, typical things that children and adults are going to enjoy, but as well, horror fans are going to enjoy them so much. And the music is fantastic too. Not necessarily the score, but the dance music that is actually performed by the legendary DJ Tiesto. So amazing to actually know that somebody like that would do part of the music of this film. But the animation definitely got better. The story was so much fun to follow, and I really had such a fun time. I think this may be the movie where I laughed the most, but I didn't think that the plot was as good as the second one. The other thing that I wasn't really too keen on was the animation and certain of the animation moments that happen. I don't know what it is about Sony Pictures Animation, but they love their animated characters to be like living rubber bands. They're literally stretching and flexing and bouncing all over the place. There were way too many backflips and somersaults for me to shake a stick at this movie. But I will still say that this is definitely one of the most surprisingly enjoyable animated trilogies that I have seen in the last 10 years of movie making. This trilogy goes right up there with Madagascar, with Toy Story. It is just so much fun! And that's one of the few reasons why I beg you to see this film. And I'm still surprised that I don't have these films in my movie collection because my wife adores them. I always have a good time watching them. I think this is finally going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back because I do want to see this movie and its predecessors again, and I do want to own these movies on DVD. They are just too fun. But will there possibly be a continuation? Because I will say, there's still so much potential to continue on this story. I mean, there's even an animated series based on this. comments, but who really knows what's going to happen. But once again, a fun time had at the theaters, not as great as the second one, which is why I'm going to be giving Hotel Transylvania 3 stars out of 4. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please leave your comments in the box below, and let's discuss Hotel Transylvania 3 Summer Vacation, and I will see you in the next one. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.